Good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope everyone is absolutely fantastic. Welcome to the Python Automation Blueprint Batch. Today, we will be discussing about how exactly we need to learn about commands in different commands in Python. What is a keyword? What is identifier? Last time, we have basically discussed about why you should learn Python, because it is easy, because there are more opportunities, because syntax is very easy, framework creation and everything is very easy. Learning API and Selenium is very easy in this case, okay? Then we discuss about when and where the Python is developed. So the first thing that you are going to learn is called as the comments. Everyone, okay? Comment is the code that will not be executed, right? For example, you can add a comment by using something called as hash in case of Python. Now, please remember, it is not double slash, it is not this, it is hash, which basically used for commenting purpose, okay? So, comment is hash. This is a comment, everyone, right? Now, what is the point of this? This code will not be executed. This code will be executed? The answer is yes. So, if you select this, right click run, right, 4 is executed, which means this code is executed. So if I add a hash in front of this, then this code will not be executed. Next command we are learning is called as the print command. If you think, sir, print hello world, this is the only command that we have right now. The real question is, sir, how do we run it also? There are multiple options, everyone. First option is if you select the current file, there is an option of this. First option that you see is this icon. Second option that you will see is right click and this option also, which is second option is also available. In Python, every command that you see is actually a function. Now, sir, what is a function? Please explain me. Function is basically a small unit of a code that can do a specific task. But what is a function? In case of Python, it is a small unit of code that can perform a particular task. For example, the best example that you see is called as print, everyone. What is this print, sir? Now, if you see, sir, print is just used for printing, right? No, print has so many options. I will show you now. It is with the primarily use of print is to print the output or a something information into the console. Like for example, console is nothing but whatever you see it here. When you click on this this button, everyone, run button, this is a console. So lab number 2 is running where it will print the output. So if I basically click on run right now, shortcut, you can see hello world is getting printed. Now your source code is getting converted into their respective native code. That is exactly what is the print command. But we have only print command. The answer is no. It has lot of other options. If you hover over it, there is an option of command or control. If you click on it, it will open a file with the name of this. You will see something called as builtins.py. What do you mean by this? This file is created by the Python guys for you. And here we have the print command official documentation. Def basically means definition of a print. Now you can see there are a lot of options in the print. Here we have written unlimited number of arguments. Star basically means unlimited number of arguments. This basically means argument. This basically means separator. And this basically means end of the file. And file is equal to none. So it means print command can take a file, can print something with the end, can use a separator, and can take unlimited number of arguments. Sir, what do you mean by this? We have seen our command look like this: print self args separator. So whenever you see self, please ignore as of now. Okay? This will comes in oops concept, everyone. Okay? Second thing that we see is args. It means unlimited number of comma separated arguments. Star basically means unlimited number of arguments, which means I can have Pramod, I can have 1, 2, 3, I can have Amit, I can have John. So now it will print multiple number of ones. Sir, it means it can print unlimited number of them. Yes, you can write whatever. And not only this, unlimited number of any data type. For example, true 3.45, which is our pi value. One thing which I want to highlight, the separator between them is actually space. So here also, if you see, they have also mentioned separator is equal to space. They are separated because of space, right? By default, the separator is space. If you use, for example, hyphen, you will see something amazing. Do you see something different, everyone? Now the separator between these is actually hyphen. Isn't it? Yes or no? So we have modified the separator. So if you type separator, separator is a short form of sep. Python is all about short forms. Yes or no? If you hover over it, it's nothing but a sep piece separator. Now you can use anything. Sir, can I use star also? Then what will happen? It will be star. Please remember the most important thing in Python. Separator cannot be in the front. Then unlimited number of arguments commands will not have any problem. It will be only last option because we have to give option of unlimited number of arguments. Till here, it will recognize, it will say that it is actually unlimited number of arguments. But the moment we see this key and value, it basically resemble with the separator. One more thing, sir, can we type it means args is equal to like this also? The answer is no. But you can write like this. Why? We are writing the key value pair because we want to differentiate between these two, and these options will be always last options. Sir, I can write anything right in this? Yes, you can write whatever you want to. Sir, I can write underscore, then it will make underscore in this case. Interesting thing is, every time that you type in command, one more thing you will notice, everyone. End of the file is equal to new line. Can you notice? So it means by default, what is the end of the file? New line. But if I modify this to underscore, what will happen? Now, instead of the new line that you see, they will be stick together with underscore. Yes or no? Now, because you have used end of the line, which means this line, after this line, sir, there is no new line. It is actually underscored. So underscore is actually added. Yes or no? So if you add a space, then it will be space. Sir, if I add by default /n, then what will happen? It will be new line. So by default, it is already a new line. So separate is used for separator and is used for and. What you want to do with and of the file. Now, interesting thing is there is also an option of file. You can also give a file also. One more thing that you guys need to remember, Python work with identification in this case. What do you mean by this, right? Proper 4 spaces should be added. Identification. Sir, what do you mean by that? If you use print command like this, for example, it will work. If you run this file, you will get an error which is unexpected identification error. Why you are getting it? Proper spaces and everything has to be entered. Now, how we can do it automatically? Right click, there's an option of reformat code. You just need to click on this option. Shortcut is Command Shift L. For Windows guys, it will be Control Shift L. If you want to fix the indentation issue, you will use this shortcut which is this. So if suppose there is a problem, what I will do, right click, reformat the code, okay, then it will fix automatically. Now the next concept that we are learning is called as the keywords and identifier. Keywords are nothing but reserve word. What do you mean by this? They were simple. I'll tell you. Guys, what do you call this? Can I call this as a orange? Sir, this is a glass. Why this is a glass? Because this is a reserve word. Yes or no? Can I name you as a glass? No. Those are reserve word. Yes or no? Similarly, in Python also, we have lot of reserve words which cannot be used for this. All the keywords can be in lowercase or uppercase in this case, right? These are predefined words. We cannot use keywords as a variable name, function name, or any type of identifier. Keywords are case sensitive language. Python is a case sensitive language. For example, if I type capital print, is this a command? No, this is not a command. So that's why it is a case sensitive language. Yes or no? So there are a lot of commands, right? Let's create lab number 004, which is keywords. So we have first keyword, which is print. Now there is more keyword, class. There is something called as none, break, right? These are all nothing but keywords, right? If you want to find all the type of keyword, you can use something called as import a keyword and print keyword.klist. If you run this, you will find all the list of keywords, total number of keywords which are present. It is very important that we should have clear clarity on what is a variable, what is identifier, what is a literal, what is a keyword. So keyword we have already covered. Keyword is reserve words, right? Then please remember, before we go further, we need to understand that what is a variable. This will give you the clarity. What do you mean by variable? Variable basically means which varies. Variable is something which is called as the container. Everyone always remember container, which can store a value. Yes or no? This is also can be a container. Yes or no? This glass also store water. Yes or no? Now, why this is variable, sir? Instead of water, can I have a juice also into this? Can I have a tea also into this? Yes, you can have. Sir, can I have a milk into this? Yes or no? And can I have a drink also? The answer is yes. So container is something which basically store a variable. Remember this, how to create a variable with the syntax, everyone. So what is the syntax? The syntax is variable name, which is also called as identifier, is equal to variable value. which is also called as literal. This is the syntax which Python follows. Variable name is called as the identifier. How will you identify yourself? Your identification is your name. And what is your value? You are the value. For example, I can type like age is equal to 41, which is my age. What is age? Age is a identifier, variable name. And what is 41? 41 is actually literal, variable values. Now the interesting thing is, while creating the variable, you don't have to type the name or data type of a container. Yes or no? You don't have to mention if this is an integer, if this is a number, if this is a float, if this is a string. Yes or no? The value stored into the container, Python is very smart. He will automatically figure it out if you want to store a name. For example, this is a name. Name I have stored in double quotes. The Python is a dynamically typed language. What do you mean by dynamically typed language, everyone? Python interpreter will automatically identify which type of container you are using. So you can use any data type. Now the real question is, sir, what is a data type? Data type is nothing but the value that you basically want to work with. If you want to work with integer, what is an integer? Integers are whole numbers without decimal. For example, 11, 12, 9, 1, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. These are integer. Yes or no? Then you have something called as float, which have decimal. Then we have string. String is in double quotes. Then you have boolean. Booleans are nothing but true or false. They are either true or they are false. So these are Python data types. So Python data types are divided into multi-parts. So what do you mean by multiple types? First one is called as the integer. There is no primitive and there is no non-primitive, everyone. Python is all about, I have multiple types of data type. You want to create your own data type, you can create your own data type also. But I will give you few of the data type. Which few of the data type? First data type I will give you is integer, which is called as int. Integer is nothing but a whole number. It can be negative or positive. Second type of data type it will give you is called as float. Float basically means point. It can be anything. There is no concept of double. Please remember, float is float. Only float exists in case of Python. If you are coming from a Java background, there is no concept of double. Third type of data type is very simple, which is boolean. Boolean is true or false, which means, are you married? The answer will be either true or false. Yes or no? Then we have something called as second type, which is called as string data type. String basically in Python short form is str. It is nothing but bunch of characters. Then we have something called as list. Byte nahi hai. There's no byte and everything at all. List of items. So just now, before this class, my wife told me to bring milk, bread, paneer, butter, and we will have a paneer sandwich. So this is nothing but a list, everyone. My 10th marks is also a list. Sir, list can have a multiple data types. The answer is yes. We have advanced data types like set, dictionary, tuple, binary, frozen set. What are these? These are used in your coding programs, everyone. Fair? So Python data types we have covered, syntax, variables and everything, keyword identifiers, everyone we have seen. Then we have discussed about Python data type, which is H2. Till now, we have discussed, sir, there is something called as variable. Interesting thing with variable is what we can do. So let's create a variable with the 005. So how do we create a variable? Age is equal to 65. Now, can I change this to age is equal to Pramod? I have named age is equal to 65 and I have changed this to Pramod now. What happens? Previously, 65 was stored. Now it is deleted. Now Pramod is stored. Yes. Is it possible? The answer is yes. Why this is possible? Because Python is a dynamic type language. Yes or no? It can understand what you are doing. It can change. For example, I can also store the value of pi. I can store name is equal to Pramod. 2 times same variable is allowed? Allowed. In Java, it is not allowed. In Python, unlimited number of times allowed. It will store the latest value. Yes or no? What is the latest value of name? Datta. So the Datta will be printed. Now, there are rules for identifier. So what is identifier? It is nothing but a variable name. But there are rules for this. Whenever you are driving a car, there are rules that you need to follow. The rules are very simple. This is a name of the variable. For example, this is, if I take age is equal to 65. Can I have underscored age is equal to 65? Both of them are different variable. Yes or no? You can have underscored variable also. Everyone, you can do underscored is equal to underscored plus 1. What is the value of underscored, everyone? Looks like some random language. Yes or no? What is the value, everyone? 12. 12 plus 1. Yes or no? What is? Which is 13. So the answer is actually 13. Yes or no? Can we have number before this ABC? No. This is a rule number 1, everyone. Underscored can be a variable name. You cannot have a number as a first thing as a variable name. But is this possible? ABC 1, 2, 3? Yes. Alphanumeric is possible as a variable name or identifier. Alphanumeric is there is a alphabets before that, before the numbers. Okay. So till now we will stop it here. Chalo, enjoy.